realize now that sexual magic is potent, it's powerful, it is essential to your growth. So, there's so many aspects that there's little time to cover it in these videos. When I do private classes, and there's no charge for these classes, all I ask for is people want to know is that they're sincere, disciplined, and dedicated, and can keep a secret, because it's not for everybody. That's the only thing I ask for the private classes. But I teach private classes on Left Hand Path Sexual Magic by Marga Tantra, whatever the hell you want to call it. Been doing this for years. But through the types of Left Hand Path Sexual Magic, the black magician or the black adept not only becomes a daemon, diva, drudge. Daemon or demon is the genius, the supernatural, the true self, the true willed self. Not the kind of shit that you've been taught or told about. Okay? So you become not only a demon or true self, higher self master, but also a gateway for the Luciferian or Setian forces within the sun and the moon, noon and midnight. This is a process of self-association with the respective God forms, the integration within your mind and overpowering anything which seeks to enter you. It should be understood that such spirits must never be allowed to control you, as this is weakness and will follow to your own self-destruction. You must control and will this form of balanced order within your own mind. The sorcerer who seeks the transformation shall undertake the test of which invokes the creative power of darkness. Sex magic initiates the magician into the current by moving against the natural, by controlling creative divas and succubi in the spirit plane, that by dreams they manifest. So when you invoke and work sorcery, sexual sorcery, you will tap into spirits who are very sexual in nature. Succubi, female spirits who feed off of men's sexual energy, and incubi or incubus who feed off of female sexual energy. You have to have the power and control. Have to have the will and the power to control these succubi or incubus. You never let them control you. One of the things that we work with, and I say we as Left Hand Path practitioners, making a way of working with Lilith, who is the dark. To me, Lilith is also Kali. They're very similar in nature and origin, so you'll hear me use the two titles interchangeably. So Lilith is the dark primal instinct, the spirit of night and desire, hunger and sexual copulation. She is the force which aroused Ahriman, or Shiva, from his slumber. She awakened the demons to beget dragon children. So understand that the first vampire, the first vampire was a female, Lilith or Kali. The vampiric energy, the vampiric sexual magic is always dedicated to activating the female goddess, the sexual energy of the female goddess, the intelligence of the female goddess, bringing that forth. Particularly in my case, the black female goddess. And when I say black, I'm including Afro-Latinas, Puerto Ricans, Puerto Ricanas, Colombianas, Cubanas, etc., etc. I'm including Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Haitians, Bajans, etc., etc. Nigerians, Ghanese, South Africans, etc., etc. I'm including all of that under the title Black. As the Black Goddess, you are the original vampire. You are the original, who is the one who facilitates the very act of sex. You are the one who facilitates bringing life to this passive side of Shiva or Ta or Geb. And we then bring forth consciousness and intelligence from the masculine side, uniting into a harmonized being. So, one thing, and let me just share this act of one sexual right before I finish this video. You should create a circle, and in the circle you should have two sigils, one masculine and one feminine. As a male, you dedicate yourself to the feminine energy. And you give her a title or name for whatever you choose. You anoint the sigils by your sexual fluids. If she's menstruating, even better. She anoints the sigils with her menstrual fluids. This formula creates the demons, which will carry forth and enflesh your desires. Your will is the driving factor associated with this. So be prepared to encircle and bring sorcery to yourself and your desire, will, and belief. Then in that circle, once the sigils have been anointed, the act that should be performed first is foreplay, touching, caressing. Then what the man is responsible, the most important part that the man is responsible for, is one of the greatest acts that can cultivate the feminine energy, sometimes even more than coitus. It is a skill that's not easily mastered, although many think they got the shit. Nah. Oral sex. As a man, if you're able to perform oral sex and bring your female to a state of ejaculation, orgasmic state, multiple times, you're opening the gates to the dark, primordial black hole. This is something you should be able to master, because this is one of the most effective means and methods to bring forth the Lilith or Kali energy or Sekhmet energy or Heteru energy within the female. Then in return, she should return the favor. Then you interact within the circle, and within the circle you should have a six-pointed star. Triangle pointing downward represents feminine energy. Triangle pointing upward represents the masculine energy, coming united together. And in that, you should perform acts of sex. There's more I like to share, but for not overdoing it, if you want to learn more, there's many things I like to share for individuals who really would like to learn about sex magic, Vama Marga, Tantra, some of the things I keep quiet and so-called secret about sex that I won't share with YouTube or on camera. You can hit me up on my email, darkoccultist99@outlook.com. Or hit me up on Google Plus under the same title, Dark Occultist 99. Or you can even reach my visual page on Tumblr.com, which is Dark Occultist 99. Look up that on Tumblr. And you'll be able to reach me in any which way. You can message me there as well. And we can go further into dealing with sex magic, Vama Marga, secrets of seduction, powers of sex that I won't. It's hard to share on here, and you can't really find in books. Walking on this path of the occult for over 25 years, there's a lot of things I've learned, experienced, and been initiated and participated in that expanded my consciousness when it came to sex magic. You can also reach us on Awakening Universal Minds Facebook page. You can also listen to our show, Awakening Universal Minds, on TalkShoe.com. We'll be doing another show on the first Thursday of December. So remember, sex magic is not just the act of sex. It is willed force, desire, passion, and power that can be used in various different ways. With that, I'd like to say peace.